What's up, Gundam Modelers? This is Strider Prime bringing you another edition of Gundam Models. Today I'm going to build the 1/44 scale high grade Gundam Age 3 normal from the Gundam Mobile Suit Gundam Age animated series. This is the third mobile suit that was introduced during the series. Now it's in its third arc. And it is, I believe, one of the most coolest looking mobile suit to date. You see many features that have been incorporated from the Age-2 and the Age-1 normal, and it's I think my personal favorite, second only to the Age-1. Age-2 was somewhat, even though a cool kit to see. As a matter of fact, let me pull it out so you guys can understand what I'm talking about. And I'll pull out another kit as well. But again, the Age-2, okay, the Age-1's was amazing in its aspect on its uniqueness in its design, which of course is reminiscent to the RX-78-2 from the original series. The Age-2, on the other hand, even though it kind of slightly inherited a few features from the Age-1, was a different design, considering that it was a transformable mobile suit. And I didn't see it as a viable mobile suit or a practical mobile suit that could be used in many in theater of operation, only to what was unique to the character, which was the son of this guy. But the Age-3 is something to behold, because not only it's a little bit more powerful and more bulkier, but it has a little bit more of a definition for its scale. Granted, I will definitely want to get even though a master grade kit of this is coming out soon, I want to get a master grade of this. So at this point, we're seeing some amazing kits coming out, and this is one of them. Among them is the fact that this kit is coming out with 2 optional weaponry, which we're all kind of disappointed that we didn't see any more optional weaponry or features on the Age-2 kit other than the double bullet. Now, the double bullet is a nice kit to see, and I haven't gotten my hands on that yet. But the 2 that's coming out for this one, you gotta give them credit. The Fortress and the Orbital, amazing looking designs. So there's other things that I want to touch on, but I'll talk about it during the course of this build. So again, this kit is was sent to me by GKgundamkit. Thank you guys. This is not one of my sponsored campaign builds. Mine is going to be the Titus, which will be in a few weeks. But this is the one thing that I wanted to get on my own and build it. Again, look how cool this is. Really nice. Obviously, it's reminiscent to the Zeta Z Gundam kit. I don't have that kit. I think I have it. Do I have that kit? Because I got rid of a lot during my last eBay purge. And sooner or later I may have to do that soon. I am definitely running out of space here. No, I must have got rid of it, yeah. But this is really nice. Especially that big, massive cannon. And it comes with a newer base this time, better than the base that came with the Age-2. This kit retails at 1,600 yen, which is roughly around, I don't know, $13, $14, give or take a penny or a quarter. But for those of you who want to get this kit, I would recommend it. Especially, go to GKgundamkit. I always keep saying that, GKgundamkit. It doesn't seem to roll off my tongue easily. Go to them and get your kit. They're selling it for $16.41, 20% off. I would recommend you guys buy it. So let's look at the contents of this kit and see what we have to work with. And if you give me a second, I'm going to adjust this. Okay, so the Age-3 comes with the 3 colors, 4 colors actually: blue, white, red, and the neon, the emerald green parts. Then we have the polycaps and some stickers, very limited stickers here. Then we have a lot of yellow here for this kit. Very nice. More blue parts. And then we have the actual tray that represents the actual Mega Beam Cannon, or I forgot the name of it. I know what the name it is. Just give me a second to get to that point. And then some parts here, I think that's for the foot. More white parts here for the legs and other stuff. And then we have the internal parts for the joints, hands, and of course here's the part for the actual stand. Let's put these kits parts in here. And the box art is really nice, a lot better than the last box arts I had. Alright. So here is, of course, the kit went fully built. Actually, let me open it up this way. And obviously, this is a transformable suit, mobile suit, or again, reminiscent to the Zeta Z. It comes with 2 parts. One called the Core Fighter, which we all remembered in the episode of the Age-3. And then you have the one called, the main body is called the G-Scepter. Interesting wording of this. But then again, I kind of like what they call the transformable mode of the Age-2, which is the Strider. Was it the Core Strider or the G-Strider? I forgot what it was. Or the Age-Strider. Front and back. Armaments of the massive beam cannon. The Vegan mobile suits look really cool. I kind of, even though the red mobile suit is so-so, I really like the new one that looks like a new version of, I call it the Godzilla Vegan. I want to get that one too. Obviously, the stand has been designed so that way you can have both aircrafts on it during flight mode. Now here are the 2 modifications that we're all waiting for. The Fortress, which is two of the cannons and 2 shoulder cannons, plus some heavily armor on the shoulders and the legs, and of course the front part of the skirt. And then you have this one, the Orbital, which I would like to call it the tippy-toe mobile suit, considering that its feet is in that folded position, kind of reminiscent to the Gadis, or the Gazal, I think, from the 00 Gundam animated series, and it has a longer type railgun type weapon, which I think it could be something that can go in front of the mobile suit, almost reminiscent to the Zeta Gundam, but I could be wrong. I'm just throwing things about. But the legs are huge, very huge, and you have the side armor skirt that points out that way. Different. The red is nice. I kind of like that accent red, and those 2 I definitely want to paint. This one is going to be a straight build, nonetheless. Then, of course, next page, of course, is the parts of the tree. A lot of parts for this, especially for this scale. And then, of course, this kit covers the torso build, the head build, the shoulders, from the shoulders going to the legs, backpack, waist, then the final assembly, the assembly of the gun. And then going to here. Oh, here's of course, this kid looks like. He looks like a girl. Sorry to say that, but it's alright. And then, of course, going to this part here, it covers the transformation of the mobile suit into its Core Fighter and G-Scepter mode. And I should have mentioned in this part of the page, here is the paint guide for those of you who want to paint. Speaking of painting, and again, I'm not painting, but I am going to touch up a few things, and I have my painter marking paint that I purchased that I'm going to touch up on the parts that I sand off a bit, you know, cut off and things like that. But this will be a cool kit to build. I hope you guys enjoy this, and what can I say, but let's begin building Age-3 normal. So now we're going to begin with the build of the torso of the Age-3 kit. And before we proceed, I want to make sure that you guys are absolutely clear that I made a mistake. This is not a fully transformable mobile suit. It is a parts former. So didn't notice that until now. Obviously, got a few comments and emails, but it's an honest mistake. We are all entitled to mistakes. So right now I'm just removing some polycaps that I'm going to need, especially this one over here, this one, and then the ball cap right there. Okay. So first up, we're going to put these two parts here together. It goes like this. So it looks like that. And the reason why you're putting these together, because you're going to need this, the sticker, which represents the age drive symbol that is very common to these kits now. There we go. So right now I think that's the only thing I see that I need to put on, but we'll probably cover some other aspects later on. So as the part is in this position, you want to take this part here, which is the white part that goes in the bottom. Slide them like that, like this. And then you want to do the same thing for here. This is one of the most unique portions of the kit. This is extended out of the chest, and two different color tones. Very nice, and I'm glad that it's not one part. Oh, okay. Let's say this. Considering that Bandai has a habit of bending the rules, cutting corners, and things like that, this could have been worse, and this could have been one part where you would have had to put a blue sticker over the blue, or maybe a white sticker under the white. Who knows? But at least they covered this aspect, and I'm glad that they didn't goof it up a bit. With that, then we have these two parts here that will require the polycap that I just removed. Here we go. And I'm going to stick that there. I don't know what position it would be, but we'll put it in a normal position. Then we have this part that connects like that. And then, let's see here, it would be in this position with the yellow trim going right over it, like so. So it looks like that. You have the neck attachment that goes here, like that. And then you take this part, and there's the little slot that I was talking about. Jesus Christ, everything flies off. You stick it through there with the blue parts on top, of course. So it looks like that. So this part is done. Then you would have the famous shoulder joint connection, which is pretty much reminiscent to all of the Age kits from Age 1, 2, and now 3. And then you take these two parts, followed by this guy, which happens to be in what position? Like this. And then it has to be like this here. So it goes like that. Like that. Now, From here, we'll take this part that has to be like this. The other one has to be like that. Come on, turn. So it looks like this.